Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about before the burn. And I've just been really busy traveling, some more traveling coming up, tomorrow, two trips back to back. But I just wanted to pause and talk about the opportunity I had last week to join a conversation with ICF chapter in San Diego. It was all around about burnout. And I think that one of the couple of takeaways for me was that how much energy we need to spend, we meaning coaches and consultants, not meaning how do we work with our clients, but how do we take care of ourselves? And ideally, it's before the burnout, right? Now, I'm not trying to prove that I have the right answer or the final answer. I'm just hoping that what I took away from the discussion as to your options and your choices and so forth. So, th- to me, they're like four key extinguishers. I say extinguishers because let's put out this fire before it gets to the point of really doing long lasting and severe damage to ourselves and us trying to serve our clients. So some key extinguishers for me. First one is just have some clarity and commitment about your personal mission. Because those days when things are piling up and you sit around and you say to yourself, or even say out loud, what in the world am I doing here? Or why am I doing this? If you don't have a clear answer, a clear, compelling, re-energizing answer, as in remembering what your why is, why are you even involved in this work of consulting and coaching? If you can't just recharge by reminding yourself of what you chose to be focused on, what you chose to do, and what commitment you had to do it, have to doing that, then it's just going to keep the ends of the candle continuing to burn. So first one, be clear about your why. Second one, just give up some control. You know, we're doing this because many of us are already wired to say, I can be real clear about what I'm doing. I can work with my client to give them a sense of where we're going. I need to have these goals spelled out clearly. If I don't talk with them, see the progression here? I'm helping and supporting all the way to some conscious or unconscious belief that if I don't do this, then it won't get done, right? So, am I helping, encouraging, and then also being able to set realistic goals that aren't just self-centered? Give up some control. The third one, you have to have in your vocabulary the ability and the willingness to engage in saying no. No, that's not the work I do. Uh, no, that's not what you and I contracted for. No, that's not my area of expertise. Um, no, if you need that done, you probably want to get that from somewhere else. So say no. If it's hard for you to say no, say not now. If it's still hard for you to say not now, say, well, not in that way, because it still has to come back to what do you think you can do in a realistic and effective way. The fourth one I'll give you, find some way to blend your personal passion. When I say personal passion, I mean that's that thing that you do and get so engaged in and immersed in, you lose track of time. But you also know it's kind of reinvigorating for yourself. For me, that's drawing, that's painting, listening to music. Maybe it's for you, it's crocheting or hiking. But there's something that you do when you have the discretionary moment of choosing how you're going to spend your time. And that's rewarding and re-energizing, especially if you can figure out how to blend that personal passion into your professional pursuits. So when I draw, I mean, it's a metaphor for me. It's a different modality, right? I'm not in front of someone talking back and forth and trying to figure out where to go next and what did they actually just say. When I'm drawing, I'm just more like a sponge. Here's the image I see. Here's how I transfer it here. If I start here, it doesn't really matter. Or if I start here or there, because somewhere they're going to all be connected together. But you have a personal passion, and I would bet to guarantee that somehow or another that frame of reference that you use, that frame of energizing that you use in that personal passion comes through in your professional pursuits. Don't, I say this pretty emphatically, don't let yourself say, I'm at work, now I'm at home, because it's still you in both of those settings. And the other part in terms of burnout, it's a drain to keep changing your outfit. Okay. Well, I was planning to take 3 posts today, but now I'm taking my own medicine. I am cutting my workload by a third today. Then I'm probably gonna go work. Instead of going to work, I'm gonna go draw for a couple of hours, or listen to some music. And then I'm actually heading to the backyard and try to find some caterpillars for my grandson. Because he said, for one of the pets that he wants now, he's gonna get a snail, but he wanted me to go in the backyard look for the caterpillar. It's not on my agenda, but that's an easy, ask and actually easy delivery for someone who's really, really dear to me. Um, so see this here? I am about to get out the door. Hope you all can cut your day in some percentage of time and then fill it with stuff that really kind of re-energizes you. That's going to help us manage the burnout, right? I'm going to go look for a caterpillar. See ya.